I don't think you guys understand how big of a bullet was just dodged, and this is in regards to Binance's BNB chain. Jump Crypto, they had found a vulnerability, a very, very bad one, that could have caused a ton of drama, a lot of lost finances, everything else that's going on since the fallout with FTX, suspicions of what Binance themselves has been doing. It would have been really, really bad. But thankfully, this is something that appears to have been remedied. And we have an article here from Cointelegraph highlighting what it was that had taken place. So let's go ahead and go over that. Article down in the description. Jump Crypto unveils critical vulnerability on Binance's BNB chain. The security flaw would allow the mint of an unlimited amount of arbitrary tokens. The issue was privately disclosed to the BNB team. Web3 infrastructure firm Jump Crypto has discovered a vulnerability in the Binance BNB beacon chain, which would allow the mint of an unlimited amount of arbitrary tokens. The issue was privately disclosed to the BNB team, enabling a patch to be developed and deployed within 24 hours. In a blog post from February 10th, Jump Crypto disclosed a detailed report about the vulnerability found 2 days earlier, which could, quote, have led to a large loss of funds. As per the report, the BNB chain is composed of two blockchains, the EVM-compatible smart chain, known as BSC, which is based on a fork of Go Ethereum, and the beacon chain, built on top of Tendermint and Cosmos SDK. However, the beacon chain uses a BNB fork hosted on GitHub with several BNB-specific changes. Quote, it deviates from the Cosmos SDK upstream in several ways, motivating us to take extra care in reviewing the differences, notes Jump Crypto, which recently started a broad research effort dedicated to discovering and patching vulnerabilities across projects via coordinated disclosure. The vulnerability would allow an attacker to mint an almost unlimited amount of BNB tokens via a malicious transfer, meaning that destination accounts would receive a much larger number of BNB tokens than the sender initially provided. Jump Crypto noted, quote, bugs that allow infinite minting of native assets are some of the most critical vulnerabilities in Web3. As such, this finding is proof that we all must stay vigilant and collaborate to elevate security assurances across all projects. The BNB team fixed the issue by switching to overflow-resistant arithmetic methods for the SDK.coin type. The patch will result in a going panic and a transaction failure if the coin calculation overflows. The BNB chain is the native blockchain behind crypto exchange Binance. The company's CEO Changpeng Zhao thanked Jump Crypto's team for reporting the bug on Twitter. Many thanks to Jump for reporting this bug. They got a great security team, really appreciate it. In October 2022, the BNB chain was briefly suspended after a cross-chain exploit compromised nearly $80 million worth of cryptocurrency. The genesis of the breach took place on the BSC token hub, eventually resulting in the creation of an, quote, extra BNB, shows an official post on Reddit. Okay, so my thoughts on this. I am so glad that not only was this found and taken care of, but it was handled essentially directly with Binance, right? It wasn't like, hey, everyone, there's a vulnerability here. If people go do this, and then boom, all of a sudden everyone's flooding off to go do it while Binance is trying to figure out what they can do to try and stop this from going even more rampant, which potentially would mean halting the whole chain, right? Suspending it, essentially what they're talking about here with like October of 2022. You don't want that to happen. When you're trying to show that you have a reliable blockchain, you're trying to have a lot of new projects come on board, which, let's be real, when we're looking at the gas fees from BNB compared to that of Ethereum side, it's definitely much more of an enticing thing to wanting to go to the BNB side rather than having to spend massive amounts of money just in gas fees alone on Ethereum. In addition to that, we're also seeing a massive surge by comparison of the number of wallet holders on the Binance Smart Chain. Now, the drawback to this is that there's a lot of scam projects that have emerged because for them to launch, it costs them essentially next to nothing. But it's a catch-22, right? You got to take the good and the bad, but we try to target the bad and find ways to eliminate it and to know that all of crypto is not bad, right? People that just want to label it as bad, the boogeyman, that kind of a thing. There's good people out there. There are people out there that are proactively looking to see if there's issues with stuff. And when they find it, they don't abuse it for their personal gain. Instead, they actually contact the individuals for the betterment of everyone. Think about that. It's for the betterment of everyone. I would love for crypto to become more widely adopted, for it to be more readily accessible, for it to be easy to use. People can get onboarded very, very quick and no problem. Regulations, yes, there needs to be regulations set in place. Otherwise, the frequency of scams, phishing accounts, all that kind of stuff, it's going to become even more rampant, right? We don't want that. Some people don't like the idea of regulation until they get scammed, and then they want some sort of accountability, right? So let us know what you guys think about this down in the comments below. I am very happy personally that they did reach out and got this all taken care of. And let's see how things continue to move forward. Thank you so much to my Patreon supporters. Double shout out thank you to WeLoveSafeMoon.com, Victor Vegas, SafeMoon Oz for being higher level patrons. And thank you to my YouTube members for your support as well. I hope you guys are having a great day, a great weekend. And also, guys, if you want to be able to pay your bills, your real world bills, let's say your credit card, which is what I did, you can check out Spritz Finance. I have a video where I show you guys how I paid for my bill, and it is super quick, super easy. And I have a video link of that down in the description below. And if you use my referral, you could get a nice little bonus. So, ooh, nice. You guys can check that out. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope you have a great day. God bless. We'll see you in the next episode.